Three big stories up front. Meta cancer vaccine hits phase 3 milestone. Generalist drops GEN 1.5 physical foundation model. NVIDIA ships first Vera Rubin racks to OpenAI. We have all 26 stories today, so let's get into the details. Moderna and Merck just hit a historic phase 3 milestone for their personalized cancer treatment intismeran autogene paired with Keytruda. The phase 3 Interpath 001 trial met both recurrence-free and distant metastasis-free survival endpoints in high-risk melanoma. Deeply integrated AI algorithms analyze patient tumor sequencing data to select up to 34 hyperspecific neoantigens, allowing custom mRNA production in just 45 days. Clinical data shows a massive 49% reduction in the risk of recurrence or death, proving personalized mRNA cancer therapy works at scale. Finally, AI is curing cancer instead of just writing your passive-aggressive emails. Speaking of real-world physical breakthroughs, embodied AI startup Generalist just dropped GEN 1.5, a physical world foundation model trained on 8 months of real interaction data. It introduces physical in-context learning, allowing robots to perform new tasks like opening bottles or pulling tissues zero-shot. Feed it a 3 to 12-second human video as a physical prompt, and the robot executes without any fine-tuning. Zero-shot success hits 59%, jumping to 83% after just 5 minutes of extra data tuning. Industry insiders are already crowning this the GPT-3 moment for robotics. Now your robot can open your beer after watching you do it once. Meanwhile, hardware keeps scaling up. NVIDIA has officially delivered its first batch of Vera Rubin architecture compute racks to OpenAI. The server racks are fully assembled and integrated directly into OpenAI's core training stack, instantly expanding the compute pool for next-generation frontier models. The delivery puts NVIDIA's newest accelerated computing platform straight into production inside the world's highest-profile AI lab. While competitors scramble for current-gen chips, OpenAI is already burning electricity on Vera Rubin to push model boundaries. NVIDIA keeps printing money while OpenAI keeps devouring global energy grids. While raw hardware powers the backend, developer workflows are moving straight into chat. Salesforce just launched Slack Code, pulling AI coding agents out of isolated IDE terminals and into enterprise group conversations. Teams can now mention agents inside Slack channels to auto-create dedicated code channels. Human developers and product managers can collaborate in real time alongside Devin, Claude Code, GitHub Copilot, and ChatGPT. These agents inherit Slack's existing security policies and permission structures, requiring secondary approval from human experts before executing high-risk operations. Now your AI agent can ignore code review comments right alongside your engineers. Next up, some notable shifts across the industry. Open source team Ornith released Ornith 1.5 under the MIT license, featuring 9B, 35B, and 397B models. Powered by self-proposed tasks and self-play reinforcement learning, it scores 86 on CWE Bench Verified. Native VLLM and Ultima support included. Not bad for a model that teaches itself. DeepSeek updated its open-source agent framework Harness to version 0.1.0-RC.8. The release adds native image inputs for goal and per-plan commands, plus sub-agent integration for Claude Code and Codex with improved concurrent web searching. Because one AI agent is never enough chaos. Liquid AI released DSpark, a tiny 300 meters draft model for its LFM 2.5 series. By pairing parallel backbones with confidence pruning, it boosts H100 and local MacBook inference speeds up to 3.18 times while maintaining exact output accuracy, lowering tool calling latency without costing an extra dime. Meta launched a Mac desktop app powered by MuseSpark, featuring system-wide voice dictation via FN Key and live screen context sharing. It also plugs into Google Workspace and Facebook Business Tools for automated marketing reports. Now Meta can watch your screen in real time. OpenAI added an Apple Messages plugin to ChatGPT Desktop and Codex, letting you search, summarize, and draft texts locally. They also teased private safety processing to track abuse across sessions while keeping zero data retention. Trusting OpenAI with your iMessages? Sure. Now let's turn to new tools worth trying. If local privacy is your thing, SuperWhisper open-sourced S1 Mini, a 462-megabyte text normalization model fine-tuned on QWN 3-0.6b. running locally on your CPU. It strips filler words and fixes typos with 94.8% token accuracy. Finally, your voice notes won't sound like rambling. Beyond fixing transcriptions, Chroma launched Foundation, a long-term memory engine for AI agents. It extracts structured experience and strategy preferences from execution traces, updating them across sessions to stop agents from forgetting everything every time you restart, because goldfish memory ruins automation. And once agents get memory, Tencent's Juque Lab open-sourced AIG, a full-stack AI red teaming platform. It scans agents, skills, MCP servers, and infrastructure against over 2,000 CVE rules, complete with a skill trust bench benchmark to catch hijacked instructions, because smart agents break things faster. Moving on to what's new on the research side. Switching to research, Terence Tao outlined a 5-stage math pipeline, warning AI proofs still require human interpretation and theoretical standardization. Meanwhile, in Beijing, Jipu AI revealed GLM 5.3 boosted coding by 50% through post-training reinforcement learning alone, keeping its 743 billion base unchanged. For model architecture, Google DeepMind introduced recirculation, recycling deep activations into shallow layers to boost Gemma 3 math accuracy by 21% without retraining. Finally, in self-play, Tsinghua and Microsoft unveiled Spade, letting one model design executable gym environments and solve them autonomously through prompt regret reinforcement learning. Next up, the business moves. NVIDIA just dumped $7 billion into Code AI startup Poolside via a $6 billion tech license and a $1 billion investment. The deal values Poolside at $12 billion pre-money and brings 109 employees to NVIDIA, acqui-hiring with extra steps. Speaking of massive valuations, Stanford's Smallville spin-off Simile raised over $300 million in 6 months at a $2 billion valuation. They use real interview data to build synthetic populations for market testing. Focus groups, meet your AI replacements. Corporate spend giant Ramp launched Router.com to compete with OpenRouter and Stripe. It offers a unified API for OpenAI, Anthropic, DeepSeek, Moonshot, and xAI, with dynamic routing based on cost, latency, and custom metrics. Controlling enterprise token bills is the new gold rush. Now let's turn to what the community's been talking about. AT&T shifted 40% of employee AI traffic to open-source models, slashing coding costs 56% with only a 2% quality drop. Grokbot allows developers to deploy full web applications with custom domains in 15 seconds using zero-config cloud VMs and multi-agent workflows. OpenAI launched private safety processing, while Anthropic announced zero data retention for its upcoming Mythos models to address enterprise privacy concerns. Public backlash over rising power bills and water usage prompted Texas to pause 1,800 data center projects amidst growing local political resistance. And finally, a few more stories worth mentioning. Anthropic launched Claude Academy, a free learning platform offering certified courses covering everything from prompt engineering fundamentals to Claude Code. Cloudflare patched a remote Spectre vulnerability in its Workers platform that could have allowed cross-tenant memory reads with zero reported wild exploits. Google DeepMind announced its Open Gemma model family passed 1 billion downloads, spawning over 100,000 fine-tunes from satellites to mobile devices. That's all 26 stories for today. We publish a new briefing every day, so hit follow and you won't miss one. This has been Rebabel. See you tomorrow.